we made a mistake that we did not want it to accept. And I don't know whether it is because of nilotics that they cannot say. And why are you educated? Why are you educated? Why are you ashamed? Maybe these men in their homes, they don't know how to say sorry and thank you to their wives. Because if you know how to say thank you and sorry to your child, to your elders, your people, you will be able to know how to say to many groups that I'm very sorry, I have made a mistake. Kalamde is not in the vocabulary of Salva. But finally, it was in the vocabulary of Dr. Riek when he came to my house and said, I'm very sorry for what I have done in 1991. It was not Lemakol, but it was me because I was a leader. Because people were thinking that it was Lemakol who drove me. And I say, thank you to Riek. And I say that, I vomited what I had in my heart to Dr. Riek. If you are a Christian and if you don't have a word of forgiveness, then what do we have? Word of forgiveness, word of saying sorry, word of saying thank you. It's not even in our language. It's Mafi, vocabulary, Vitana. The language is Vitana. I'm saying that. Then this is a life in Genova, Sudan. This is what we do. To make a long story short, for me as a mother, you were asking me, I want you to visit all of us like what you did here with me. Because you cannot go and start with Nas Betana Hinak without even seeing those leaders first. And I'm the mother of the nation. Even if you don't see me, I will know what you are doing. I will know without even you telling me. Because that's what we needed. First of all, and I wanted to tell you this as a community, that Mushkil al-Hasal for Genova, Sudan is our own making, and God is punishing us for what we have done for ourselves, and we do not even give thanks to the people of Southern Sudan. Now, you go and find a lot of Nuer people. You see the hard majority of them are for peace. Because they know exactly what was the problem. But for us, nobody's even talking about the retaliation which happened in Bor. They talk about 1991. People were killed in Juba. They say that Madame Rebecca talked about the killing of Juba. She didn't talk about the killing in Bor. But what was the consequences of what happened in Juba?
Continuation of Juba.
It was because telephones, Filan Katalo, so and so. Even, and I told Salva on the 22nd, even you kill your own people. Nuer, the supporters, betak and Katatu. Yeah. And go to Nas betak. East Bank, Kulu de Nas betak. And it's a Katelto. I don't know what happened in the West Bank. But the majority of Nuer are in the East Bank, and especially Jangule. Now you have killed them. You have killed those who voted for you. This is what I told him. When you go back, it's lack of leadership. I want to advise ourselves. Let us stay away from this grouping. When you introduce yourself as Nuer Council of Elders, my goodness, it went back to Dinka Elders. I feel sick. Dinka Elders was formed in Juba. I was there. Somebody came to me and said, "Oh, Mama Rebecca, you know, I was lobbying for you to be put in the Dinka Elders." Dinka Elders. Is Dinka under threat? From who? No explanation. I got, please. I don't want to be part of that. You want the truth? I'm not even an elder. There are people who are elderly than me. But not me, please. I refuse. Those who went to Dinka elders, some of them are even in Kenjai Waraini Matalata or Limaraba. Women for Dinka elders, they call themselves Dinka elders. This is the grouping that we don't want it. I don't want to hear about it. Dinka elders there, it's in Botoman Masha for report. But at the AU, their name is there. And they're the one who put themselves, but they now say, when you were doing this, you think that people are not watching you to do is to sing a song of reconciliation and the unity, and we have to mean it. And then if you want a change, you begin with yourself. Me and my family, we don't know just Magabelia. For me and my children, Dinka mabakutu akil frastarabeza enough for my children. Dinka does not pay school fees for my children. Dinka does not work for me. I'm the one who work in the name of the community, individually. Then it becomes Dinka. We don't see this. We go and eat things in the name of our community. Community that is suffering there. Tomorrow when you are brought out, oh, ana nuer wala ana dinga ashana gabila betaikita ashana ana zol betakum. Ashana into their position betak. That will not work. But let the truth shall be said. Yeah. We have to criticize ourselves. Okay. Because if we don't criticize ourselves, why do we need other people to tell us? I wanted to criticize myself before somebody else tells me my weaknesses. That's what I told them. Yeah. And I talked to them. And the good thing is that I used not to go to their offices. And Salfa knows, and I even told Salfa, I say, you know, I'm fighting for those boys because of history of South Sudan. It can take to history of Southern Sudan Kulu. When you want to kill everybody who fought for this country, so you want to bury the history of South Sudan? Ashaninta? For what? Salva thought that after shooting in my house and things like that, I will come to him and crawl in front. We will not. We don't do that. It's somebody that I love with my life. I love him with my life. Karabana kanja ogalana bishil munu ya family beta Garang bugul shilana shana. I want Dr. John to help people of South Sudan because I know the brain he has. He can help our people. That's right. When he died, these are the words I say. I say, God, why do you leave me behind to do what? What can I do to my people? أنا بعمل شنو؟ ليه؟ تقتل زول زي ده. These are my words, and I cry every day because I knew those who can help South Sudan are very far on the line, and those who are near here, they will not do anything. Gabalia, 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 gabalia. Nas betana, nas betana. Uta betel gazol bekalam zere de leader. Zol kabir betana skulu. I said, if you speak. If you are a leader and you speak in the name of your community, what about us? What about other people? Who will speak in... If Salva Kiir is there talking about Dinka, what about other communities? And it is not even all taken to Juba. Oh, Madam Rebecca, did you hear that your voice was recorded? And I say, saying what? Girl, you told the chiefs, don't let our children go. Don't let our children go and Nuer Nalbeki Deb Shibefokinag, Umadam Shikede. Salva Kiir, if he wants, I will talk with the Jesh Shabi. I didn't talk with Jesh Shabi. But if he wants, I will tell Jesh Shabi, but I didn't talk with the army. I was talking with our own community. I'm an elder, but at my community, and I will tell them, don't go out. Because Nazel, Makan Jai and Lekum Jai, the Kursi Fijuba. And I said this, yes. That's right. And I can't tell my wallet, but I nyandit. And when I nyandit, food by fork. Gadwi? But I love food by folk. Who got less than a man that I can't mind the credit. Malan. But I know, okay, I'm a share the red credit. Would I sell to live? Ugutale was Ruble. Yana Gutale, I will nyandi. Ita mistake Al Hassan 1991 Mata Maltani. Mata to look at Major Mortanin. Whether in Nuer or in the area, please. Gala Lama, Gala Malan, Anama Bamshile, Twitch, you know, Israel Power, Gutale, the Calambe, Anama Darabas and Calambe. Mini na kudu, am she be water hina, be guardian am she juba. Alama na guta zedede ya umushila. So but I never got a telephone. I don't care. I was talking with my people, and then I was not talking with the army. And I will continue, and Kiir knows me. He knows how I talk, and I don't hide anything. If they say that I'm not a diplomat, I don't want to be a diplomat. I wanted to say the truth, and I'm a Christian. So my elders and my sons and brothers, I wanted to say your initiative, I think it is approved by God, and let us continue to do this. It will grow. Coming to you saying that, Mama, you spearhead this. I want other people to spearhead, but I will be talking with those people who are my equal. Final they are visiting, but Dr. John, I want to utilize that. They come and say that, oh, we want to see Mrs. Garang. I will always this document now, I will read it.
Yeah.
And I will try to highlight it
Yeah.
in front of those other people. I want Mabior and Dufa Batam. I want them to go.
Right.
And we will be taking advisory role.
Yeah.
Hina. Lakin can fi haja there Mabior, because what happened, if Ria comes, I want to see him. I wanted to talk to him because I meant to go to Asadena.
Aywa.
You know, what happened in Addis, and this is what I wanted to finish my Kalam, but what happened in Addis? People you don't need to be rigid.
Yeah.
You need to make concession
Flexibility is okay.
for your own sake and for the sake of the people. You start with yourself, sacrificing
Yes.
your aspiration. You sacrifice it for the people and say that, okay, I will go low. Even I will go lower than what you have given me for the sake of peace.
Yes.
What happened is that you need to go in.
Yeah.
And if you are not in, who will make things happening?
No.
How will you play the game? You cannot play the game when you are outside.
No.
You have to come in order for you to, and then you change the things there according to how you see it from the within.
Yeah.
Because, and if we are not in Juba, what will happen? We need all of them. As I said, they are working very hard to see into it that group of 10 goes to Juba. But I was telling people, because even I was interviewed by Miraya, and I told Miraya, if group of 10 goes to Juba, Galo, what about you, Mama Rebecca, even me? Will that solve the problem of South Sudan? We don't need to solve this problem partially. We need Dr. Riek to come in. We are using Arusha.
Yeah.
This is the basis of us going to Juba. When President Uhuru talked to us of going to Juba, it was because of matrix that was drawn up in Arusha. That 333 will go to Juba. And they will go and started working on the documents which brought the problems. These are the documents that we want to put together. And if you don't do that, none of us will resolve the problem in Southern Sudan or in the SPLM. So I forget about Madam Rebecca and the group of 10 going and react out. It won't work.
No.
We want a holistic solution.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
And put the right thing.
That's right.
So
A
that we go
holistic
forward.
solution. Region, they are working according to their own interests. And if we don't see these people are working according to their own interests, which will harm us at the end of the day, they will continue to do their own. And we should not sit down and start to blame them when we are doing nothing.
Yeah.
We are doing nothing.
That's right.
The leadership are not doing
changing.
anything. Nobody is doing anything. So how are we going to change things when we are out? If you are not on the table, somebody else will make decision for you. Then what do? Now, if the forced agreement is coming on us, let us accept it. If I'm a leader, I will accept it because I want to come.
Yeah.
And I have Jama Del and it is my turn to come and play now.
That's right.
Then if I have something at the back of my mind, now I will come and put it on the table.
That's right.
But if you are behind and you say, oh, now game day should not be played like that, into their Arab game day, but you are not the player.
No.
They will continue.
They will continue.
They will continue to do
Nothing.
that. Uganda, his army is in Southern Sudan, they are being paid.
Being paid.
Am I losing what? Because my army is being paid.
Yeah.
And I'm continuing getting these
UN
things.
is expanding.
UN is expanding, everybody.
Expanding. It is a...
Those of the Sahel, even they are fighting.
Yeah.
Who's going to, the trusteeship of South Sudan will go to who?
For who?
So there is a fighting. And we are sitting here and we say we are leaders. Leaders of what? For me, as Mama Rebecca, I said in front of everybody. When I saw Riek and I saw Kir, I knew that problem was going to come. Then I said that I wanted, as a woman, I wanted to be neutral. Later, 3 of us or 4 of us will come and say that, okay, when you see the mizan there, let us sit and let us do this. I wanted to be a neutral. That's why I said last time, and I didn't give. There will be a problem.
Yeah.
Anyhow. So I said, let me contest. Not that I want leadership. To do what? I will not even know what to do.
Neutralize the situation.
I wanted to neutralize the situation because all the time, Gal Mahal al Fog there, is a no-go zone, but I was one. The Malta Rojal, that's and I done a show Malta.
Red line.
And I thought that the democracy in Southern Sudan.
The red line.
The red line, but they say that the red line. The red line, yeah. And a lot of Nuer people and Nuer community was saying, Mama Rebecca, it is better for you to take it. If you say that I can take it, you come and support me. I thought, even Pagat, all of us thought that, even Dr. Ray, we thought that there was democracy. And with democracy, the process we were doing, it is exactly the process when National Convention of the SPLM was coming.
Yeah.
So people were going to compete, not the election. Salva went and turned it out and said that people are campaigning for election. People were campaigning for the SPLM.
The leadership of the SPLM.
The leadership of the SPLM.
Yeah.
Who's going to take over the leadership will automatically become the flag bearer for campaign.
Yeah.
That's a fear.
So, and then if it is incumbent, then he goes and he's a flag bearer within the SPLM. And this is democracy now. Now, our people say that, oh, Riek and Madam Rebecca and Pagan are campaigning. The Kalamata Salfa. They are campaigning and they do not want to wait for 2015. But how can you go to 2015 without organizing the SPLM?
Party.
So that
You organize yourself so that you know who is going to be the leader.
That's right. You level the ground. You know.
Yeah.
Sulfur mess everything. What happened in Juba? Sulfur is responsible for it. Let us take it like this to conclude my remarks. God is punishing us. God is punishing us for what we have done, because nothing will happen without the knowledge. If it is punishment, let us pray together. With one heart, like what you are doing now, with one heart. And we are going to win. We are going to win. Good. I asked him, there are two events which had happened, and it has never been resolved. One,
resolved automatically.
But it was not resolved. That's what he told me. Secondly, it was the same Kalambata Lulu trailing as Ethiopian went and gave him a problem that he was carrying a gun. How can you go to a plane from here carrying a gun? He did not even have a gun. Security. And he was arrested, and it was very embarrassing. Sure. Ethiopian government has never been confronted by the leadership. So if something serious like that happened to him, Kalambata Lulde Bega Sahel. Kalambata Musada Salkan Hasal is not easy. And you have to pass through Ethiopia to go, as you said earlier.
Need to be resolved.
It need to be resolved with Ethiopia. No strong statement which was done to see into it that well, there was antagonized for nothing. There was no weapon he was carrying. So this is what he told me. But Mabior is a man. I don't interfere with these things unless he brings something to me. That's why I want Dr. Riek. I want to talk to him about that, and I want to talk to him about when Mabior went to Nasir. It was a turning point. A lot of things was said, good things, not bad things. Taban was telling me, Mama Rebecca, I think God was reminding us about something. We started to forget about Dr. John. But when Mabior went there, that's when I realized that we forgot about Dr. John. Now we start to remember when we saw Mabior. Girl, you have not seen what happened there. Dr. Ria was even surprised for what had happened. The reception. People were fearing, he's a man. Yeah. Let him go.
Up to now.
And I was telling him, when you reach the point, you call me and let me know where you are, where you reach. And then I followed as he was going.
The fact that the South struggled for this long time, we lost many generations until Dr. John also came. People died. And our struggle, we achieved our goal. We got our country. The fact that we did not say thank to God since we formed our government. We did not put God first. We didn't put him in our life to lead us in South Sudan. We didn't say thank you to God that we have achieved it through your help. That thing, God can punish us. So the punishment is in place. And even up to now, if we don't change, we still suffer. Number two, the problem of leadership is true. Because God has not chosen our leadership. We are doing it mentally. And this physically, we in this now, we have received our failure, weakness, because we don't choose with God together.
No.
We must be somebody who has a vision, who must deliver, who must have a love for his people. You know, South Sudan used to be one, and we are surprised today where this tribalism and nepotism and greed, where it come from. People used to die together. We have to pray very much for that period. Number three, what we are now trying to the approach we are making. We have to begin with ourselves, as we said.
That's right.
You see, we must talk. This leadership can be changed by the power of people.
That's right.
When they are united. We will not worry who comes, but God will guide this choice of leadership from us. But what we should do now is to be positive about peace.
That's right.
Let us put our influence as we come to you. Part of it is that we want you to lobby.
That's right.
Two, we don't want you to sit back. That there are people doing that thing, you see. The Arusha approach of reuniting SPLM, if they are faithful to it, it could be a way out. But also we are always making assumption. You know, when people break out, we don't discuss the crux of the matter, how we can come together. We assume we just go, okay, we are together, we merge. Without solving problem, this does not help. We must punish people, even through our decisions, you know. And God will choose a leader for all of us.
That's right.
Now, let us go out that way. We are going to meet others, as you said, from Bor. We want you to put your influence also to people who are in Bor. Whoever word can be heard, let us console our people and let us talk to them. Let us not agitate anything coming to us in Jonglei.
That's right.
Yeah, and we have been working on that, most of us telling our leaders like at which that the question is not with our people in Jonglei. The question is with Salva in Juba.
That's right.
It is our government that we are fighting for. What encouraged me also as an elder, when these people went to Pagak, they came up with something called transformation. Instead of making this issue to be a Nuer struggle, let it be the Southern that's coming together. So they chose that let us talk to our people. And what is bad is Kira and his government,
That's right.
you see. So let us also campaign for our coming together, because it is what will remove the bad thing in South Sudan. Once we agree in our community, things will change. We can easily make a decision, and Sulfur will have no way. If we decided the Dinka and the Nuer and the Equatoria and the other groups, it is the people's decision. It can be respected. And IGAD can make use of that better. Yeah. The fact they don't want to listen to us and they want to think they know it, that's where we continue to die for nothing. They appear they have no solution now. So now we are very grateful. Thank you for the lunch. Greet everybody who was doing this thing for us. And we didn't expect you to do too much like that.